Hi, my name is Tobias. I'm one of the founders of K15T Software, and just to describe the company in a nutshell, we believe that wiki-based documentation is the future of doing your documentation for the business. Documentation can be anything from project documentation, process documentation, or even technical documentation if you have handbooks for customers, or just have another business assets or information you'd like to exchange and share internally. So, maybe a question to you all. What are you using to creating your documentation? Are you all using the Wiki or any other programs? Maybe Word? Maybe hands up, who's using Word in his office? Okay, perfect. So, that's the most common answer if I ask the people. They are using Word. Other people's more from the technical documentation scene. They use products from Adobe like FrameMaker or some other stuff. And lessons I learned using Word or other tools is, yes, it looks quite nice. I have some document I can print out, I can send to my boss, to my managers, exchange with customers. But, well, it has a lot of disadvantages. The first one and the most important one is it just has a lack on the collaborative features. Furthermore, people tend to create a Word document, send it to another person using email. You have kind of serial, sequential process. Another person changes something, you need to merge changes back. If you're working on a project where more than 2 or 3 people are involved, it's just getting crazy. And I learned these lessons in an integrated European project where over 12 different countries participated, and about 30 researchers were working together, and we used Word, and it was just a nightmare. And another point is just that you don't have any reuse. You use copy and paste to copy from one document to the other. You just create content twice, and other persons just don't know that you even have this content. So what we say, just author in Word, in Wiki. Use your Wiki, not Word, to create your content, to share your content with others, to collaborate on your documentation, maybe to also get customers involved, like Atlassian does with that documentation. Just allow comments, just be a little bit more social and share your knowledge. And yeah, that's basically a Wiki use case. You have knowledge management features, collaboration, you can use it for the intranet, extranet, apply theming like Refined Wiki just showed, and of course documentation. And for our company, the collaborative aspects, documentation and knowledge management is what we find really interesting. And we defined a term called documentation 2.0. It's a little bit aligned to Web 2.0 because we just like their kind of sorry for that. We just like that people share their content, that they contribute to the content of other persons. That is why we put the 2.0 behind it. And Wiki is ideal for documentation. You have every information in one central place. Everybody can find it, access it. So you improve the collaboration on your documentation. You make your wisdom or assets searchable. And well, that's ideal for doing project, process, technical, whatever documentation with a Wiki. The only thing, I just skipped this, is that there are some features missing, because there will still be your manager, your boss, who wants a Word, PDF or whatever else format report from you. You still have your customer who expects a PDF, which just reflects your own corporate identity, or maybe it's a consulting project, you develop it for something else. It needs to be have the branding of the other company, and that's why we develop plugins which just add this functionality, which extend the Wiki for documentation. And yeah, we say use the best out of both worlds, so publish to whatever you want. And I just show you this before I say thanks. So I don't have a video, I have to do it all manually. So this is just Confluence 3.5, and it always ships with the demonstration space. I already applied the documentation theme, so things are organized a little bit better. And we say, for example, we have this tutorial space. Using a wiki for documentation, you will use page and child pages, create nesting to create hierarchies, and just want to print it. And then you go to the tools menu and would say, okay, I'd like to export, for example, it to Word. And the next step you want to do is you want to apply your corporate identity. In this case, I just choose a default template, a default theme, press the export button. The whole part is exported from tutorials with all these child pages. And when I open it up, it just takes some time. Zoom out. You just see that your wiki content is exported into a basic template theme where you have header and footer. And because you want to create your own themes and templates, we have a mechanism that you can install multiple templates. So you can have templates for internal use, for a special customer, or if it's a security document which needs to contain legal notices, you just create another template. For example, the same content with another template. I choose a 2-column report template. It's really fast. And you see the same content is now displayed in a totally different way. We changed the way headings were formatted, the color scheme. We have a 2-column layout. We also can create table of contents, table of figures, table of captions, whatever you need. And it's pretty easy to create such a theme. That's why we're doing it now. I say create a new theme. I start with a regular Word document, it's just empty. And because we are on an Atlassian user group, I want to create a theme which is somehow related to it. So I drop in a picture. It should be displayed on the title page, and below this I want to insert the title. So we have placeholders to reference metadata out of Confluence. Metadata like who is the exporter, who is the author, when it was exported, and other stuff. Also metadata using the metadata plugin, so you can create forms using scaffolding, wrapping them with metadata, and just creating some kind of mail merge process you might know from Word. So we have this title placed here, and then insert a page break, because we want to start a table on a new page, the content on a new page. And to define where the content starts, we just enter $scroll.content. And basically that's it. So we created a cover page where the title is rendered, and say it should start on a separate page. We can define headers, footers, alternating, whatever we want. We can use the full features of Word, and that we see that we just modified something. We insert a heading, and because this layout doesn't look really good, we say it should be red, italic, size 20. Okay. Delete it again. Save the document. On the desktop. Now we're going to install this template. Just go to the Space Admin, select Templates. We choose User Group London as name. Take the file we just created. It's a pretty ugly template. Upload it. Get bad. Maybe we just export the tutorials again. Now we see it shows up as a space template, User Group London. Start the export. And now we got this cover page with our image. Tutorial was inserted as title, and if we scroll down, we will see that any heading 1 element from its hierarchical position in our meta model is rendered using this theme. So you can just create your themes by using words functionality, modify the formatting styles, upload it, and go. Okay, and this is just Scroller Office, which you can use for exporting Word files. Having this dialog, you have the possibility to say, okay, I'd like to export this page and all of its children pages. So it creates a meta model out of it, which is then used to export, and the structure is reflected. You can say I only like to export the single page, or all pages that have a specific label, for example, quality assurance, and they got exported. And this is pretty the same for the publisher too. So we have different exporters. For example, for developers, we can export to Eclipse Help. There, the screen looks a little bit different. You have the same elements. You can choose a template, have this page selection strategies, can insert metadata for your plugin, and some other information you would need for Eclipse Help files. And for Java Help, the same. For PDF, we will also offer a EPUB exporter. And in PDF, it's just the PDF default template which is installed. There we add, because this is just a milestone build I installed, we will release Scroll Wiki Publisher end of May. There you will have other tabs, just being able to do this customization, same intuitive as you see it in Word. So just define your headers, your footers, your cover page. If you have empty pages, table of contents in between, brand it like you want, and also modify the CSS. Just start export and it's saved. And this is just a simple default theme we had for our internal demos. The viewer just renders these boxes around the links. If you open it in Acrobat or something, you won't see that. Yeah, and you see it's just a PDF there. Okay, so if you want to export content from Confluence for your managers, bosses, customers, please just consider our products. Yeah.